Hello, everyone. I'm joined in studio by Bishop Nicholas and Bishop-Elect Francois of the Newton Eparchy of Melkite Greek Catholics in the United States. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So let's just get started. Bishop Nicholas, we know that you are in your plans of retirement, and then Bishop-Elect, you're going to be stepping in. Can you tell us a little bit about the Melkite Greek Church and a little bit about your plans for retirement?
Very good, sure. The eparchy or diocese covers the United States of America, so it's quite big.
Yes.
And the seat technically is listed under Newton, but we live actually in West Roxbury near our cathedral at the present time, Annunciation. In the eparchy, we have about 54 communities, which are parishes, missions, and some outreaches. A total of about 70 priests, but 56 or 7 active, some retired, and some working in special areas outside of the diocese, in connection with the diocese. We have about 46, 47 deacons, and the parishes are quite strong. We're still growing because we're still experiencing some immigration to this country, but not too much because of the lack of visas being not granted in Lebanon and Syria right now. But thank God there's many people, and the new communities in the last 11 years since I took over have been like 8 or 9, thank God. And we have, among the clergy, we will have, after next week, 22 married priests that have been a blessing for our church since I took over, and another 5 celibates. So I've ordained 27 clergy priests for the diocese and a number of deacons. Each parish has at least 1 priest. Only we don't have the full benefit of having extra priests. Nobody does. Yes. and so right now it's going to be difficult to find a replacement for Bishop-Elect Francois. His parish is a very good one in Placentia, California, Orange County. So we'll work on that with him also. And thank God there's a growth in the diocese. We don't know exactly how many people we estimate in the parishes. The registered ones, registered people would be about 36,000. However, I do estimate with all the other newer immigrants and the people scattered around the country, we have over 150,000 Melkites.
That's
the
wonderful.
church originated, Melkite Church is part of the Byzantine Church of the Middle East. What was Greater Syria during the Ottoman times, which is presently Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan. And we have extensions outside in Egypt, Jerusalem, and France, and Europe, and Belgium, and Germany. And then we have dioceses, Melkite dioceses or eparchies in Brazil, Canada, Argentina, Venezuela, and where else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, those are the South American ones. And Mexico. Presently, I'm the apostolic administrator of our Mexican diocese. Retirement, I've been working on the history of our Melkite Church for a number of years. I like to do a lot of research. And of course, being a eparchial bishop for the last 11 just didn't give me the time, other than 1 book I published. So I'm taking my archives with me, and in my resignation time or retirement time, I will be writing the history of our church in the United States, which began in 1889.
Praise God.
And we don't have many, they didn't keep good archives during those days, but we're finding a lot of stuff with the internet also. And I'll be moving to Palm Desert, California, where I love the low desert in California, and I bought a house out there, a condo, many years ago, about 22 years ago, when we realized the new law came out and we had to retire at some point. Okay. Thank God I'm in good health and I can do it.
That's wonderful, Bishop. Yeah, no, we're very excited for you, and it sounds like your retirement plans are going to be very blessed.
Thank you.
So we're looking forward to that for you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And Bishop-Elect Francois, so since your priestly ordination, you have done so much. I'm going to list a couple because you praise God, have so many gifts and talents as vocations director, pastor, teacher, and working with the youth. Can you share how these experiences that you had will take you in as new bishop?
Great. Well, definitely with a huge diocese and a lot of responsibilities, there'll be a lot of things that I'll have to oversee and direct. So all these experiences have been very enriching for my life. At first, when I first heard the news, the first feeling was a feeling of being completely overwhelmed. But then I realized that we have a lot of great priests around the diocese and great deacons, and also very engaged and active lay people who love their church, who really want to see their church grow, they love their faith and want to spread their faith to others. So very, very early on, I realized that this is not my load to carry alone. First of all, it's God's load, it's God's church, and He's the one directing everything. But those wide experiences really give me an opportunity to not only be a bishop in a theoretical way of just speaking about these things, but I've really been on the ground organizing vacation Bible camps. And when I was in Ottawa, we had over 200 children at these vacation Bible camps and youth retreats and everything like that. So when I'm speaking with the priests, the lay people, and every other pastoral ministry, I can say that, I was in your position, I was in your shoes, I know exactly how difficult these things are, especially today. We have a changing world, we have a lot of challenges ahead of us. So these roles give me a really good background of really on-the-ground experience, being in parish life, and also encouraging, most importantly, our lay people, that the church is not the bishop's responsibility alone. It's not the priest's or the deacon's responsibility alone. We all have to work together, and we also have to take a very active responsibility in where the church is going in the future as well.
Beautiful. And is there something that you're looking forward to once ordination takes place?
Well, the first thing, I want to really get to know the priests and the deacons. That's the first step. And then I've spent a lot of my priestly life visiting people and just getting to know their life, their faith journey. Because this is not an even though there's a lot of administration, I really see it as a spiritual role of praying for people and accompanying people along their spiritual path. And in a message we released a few days ago, I mentioned the road to Emmaus, that I see that as a model of my entire ministry, not so much just sending letters and getting people, asking them to do things, but really accompanying people on their spiritual faith, and realizing that the role of a bishop is also to witness this transformation in people's life and the growth of the church as a result of our parish lives being so active and appealing.
That's great. Well, Bishop-Elect Francois and Bishop Nicholas, thank you very much for sitting down with me and talking a little bit more. Please know that you have my prayers and everyone here at This Is the Day.